If you were going to pick the top Christian songs of all time, if you're gonna pick 3 that you think everybody needs to hear these Christian songs, what would you pick if you had to pick 3?
Oh, wow. 3, I would pick Stephen Curtis Chapman, Speechless.
Yes.
I would pick DC Talk, The Consume Me.
Yep.
Number 3 would probably be...
I'm surprised you haven't said Entertaining Angels by Newsboys. Would that not be your 3rd?
As a representation of... I would probably
right.
say that one would be the 3rd.
So this week, I was asked to this very question. I used to write for a website called JesusFreakHideout.com, and they're getting ready. They've got a podcast. They're getting ready to celebrate their 200th episode. And so for the 200th episode, they wanted to make a playlist of the 200 best Christian music songs that you need to hear. So they asked former people that have helped with the site, as well as like current people, to make a playlist to send to Chase. So I got to contribute. So I got to contribute 20 songs. I think they used maybe half or a little more than half of the ones I picked. And
did they like conglomerate all of the peoples and just like try and cram 200 like together? Or?
Yeah, and a lot of people pick the same kinds of songs.
Okay, I got you.
So it was like some of mine bled over into someone else's too. So, anyways, so you can go listen to I'm actually on the podcast episode. Chase interviewed me, talking about some of my picks. I put Jonah Folsom on there.
Did he actually go in there on the 200?
He's
list?
He's on the list. Yep. So that's there. So if you go to, I'll put the link to the podcast or the Spotify playlist or whatever if you want to go check it out. But the playlist is great. There's very few songs I've wanted to skip as I've gone.
Is it on Apple Music, that godforsaken place? I hate that thing, but I use it.
I don't know if there's an Apple Music one. I'll have to look. If there is, I'll link to that one too. Okay. But I just thought that was fun.
I don't think people really realize like what you did with Jesus Freak Hideout. And this episode's already internally long, but this will be the outro. Josh, when he was like you were like 14?
Yeah, I was like 15.
He's like writing these articles for this website called Jesus Freak Hideout, and it was like constant. Like all he was doing all day was writing these articles.
Right.
You got to interview like Jeremy Camp.
I did.
You got to he would like go to these events. He's like so young going to these events and like interviewing these people. It's crazy. I always remember thinking, dude, this is wild. I would never do that.